we discuss business now?
Go.
Do you like puzzles, Mr. Wolf? Ray King has been murdered. I need your help to finish the job he started. How does this all connect?
Most brains. Secret pattern that's familiar. My brain doesn't work that way. Sparkson? It's me, your brother. Can you be in California in 24 hours?
I'm just calling. How have you been? Merry Christmas. Happy birthday.
But it's not your birthday. Birthday's November 11th.
Unbelievable.
So I got to see an early screening of The Accountant 2 yesterday, and I have to say, I was extremely impressed. The original. It's rarely a few times you get a sequel, that's better than the original movie. And this one, I have to say, Ben Affleck knocked it out the park once again as Christian Wolf, the accountant, the I quote unquote hitman that launders all these drug cartels and people's money throughout the entirety of this movie while being an irregular accountant on top of all this. Now, the movie pretty much picks off 8 years prior to the events of The Last Accountant 2. Now, in this, Christian Wolf is still doing his accounting things, but now things have become oddly strange between him and his brother Still, who hasn't spoken to, and his friend Raymond King, played by J.K. Simmons, is actually gunned down in the beginning of the movie, which puts Medina on the case to try to find Wolf to see if he can solve the case of who killed her beloved mentor and boss and person who put her in the position as where she is now today. So now Christian Wolf, Medina, and Christian's brother Braxton must now team together to find out and unearth the true underlining plot. The thing that I really love about this, first of all, I have to give kudos to Ben Affleck. To me, he's like one of those actors who has been constantly consistent in a lot of his roles, playing different and unique characters. But I think Christian Wolf is probably like the best of the best of. I mean, to have an autistic accountant who's deadly, who can beat up people, shoot people, kill people, and then still be so programmed, and like just the way that the script was written, like it must be so hard. There's scenes in this movie that he's breaking down like analytical questions and mathematical equations to people like they know what they're talking about, but the way he does it simultaneously while trying to read this script and react to the script, it's just amazing. And to me, I don't think Ben Affleck gets the credit that he actually deserves. And this is one of the movies I saw. I was like, damn, Ben is good. Like, he is, man. I just want to say that. And shout out to John Berthel. Like, these two together are just gold. Like, they really have that little brother big brother dynamic where like they hate each other. They really don't hate each other. They love each other, but their relationship is just so strange because of Christian's kind of autism. And the thing that I love about this is just that their chemistry together is just like nothing else we have seen. Because in the first one, they were at odds because they didn't know one another, were on the same pretty much mission, trying to pretty much essentially, one was trying to protect the bad guy and the other one was trying to kill the bad guy. He didn't know his brother was such and such. But this one, they're working together to solve this case of who killed Christian Wolf's friend, and while avoiding all this is like coming together with his brother, and then while they're working on their own separate issues. But this is like one of those movies that just, it's so funny and so freaking good. It's just like you got scenes in this movie that the action is just like, oh my god, like you like it's something you weren't expecting, and then it's like comes out of completely nowhere. But the thing that I've always loved about the accountant movies is that the first one is like, you think the main story is about the underlining issue of, in particular when they think it's about trying out who killed their friend, but then it becomes about a totally different theme. Like, I love those movies with like double layered plots where just because you think one thing is one thing, that doesn't mean it has to end this way. And that's the beautiful thing that I loved about The Accountant, is like the intricacies of the script writing and how it can take, oh, here's a story at A, but we're gonna bring you to C, and then we're gonna take you to C to Z and back to W, and then they're gonna go all the way around and still gonna mix together where you're not too lost, but you're just like damn, how'd y'all connect those dots like that? It's just like great writing, and like I said, I have to give it up to Ben Affleck for just making this role, or bringing this role to life. Like he does such an amazing job, and John does well. Medina, like the whole, this like one of them moves where the whole cast comes along and just knocks out the park. Like there isn't one weak link about this movie, and there's still like an underlying issue that I'm not talking about, like the other part about this movie, which I want you guys to see. Which like I said, you think the movie's about one thing, then it becomes totally something else, and that's like I said, the genius of this movie. And I need an Accountant 3 after this. Like I need another one. Like it was just too good. It was too funny, too action packed. It was twice everything the first one wasn't. So all in all, like I gave this movie like a 9.5 out of 10. So like I didn't think I would beat like Sinners. I thought Sinners was gonna be the best movie I've seen so far. Then this movie came out the next week. I'm like we're gonna be losing our minds at the movie theaters, guys.